Hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at a scene called The Saint of London from the up-and-coming film The Last Day, which stars the actor Enzo Zelocchi, who a lot of people are predicting big things for in the future. I'm going to watch this scene and give my thoughts and feedback on it, so you can follow along with me. Let's get stuck into it. So immediately I can feel the intensity of this opening scene. As Enzo walks in, he has a really commanding presence and a distinguished look. The camera work is absolutely phenomenal, and you can see as the camera is moving around while Enzo walks into the church, it's really setting the scene that something significant is about to happen.
Father John?
Tommy?
As the priest enters the church, it becomes clear that it's a conversation of sorts that's about to unfold. So the priest, Fletcher John, and Enzo, Tommy, greet each other, but they're in no hurry to start the discussion. They take their time walking over to be together before beginning their discussion.
How are you?
I'm dying.
Fletcher John opens up with the question, "How are you?" And Tommy immediately responds with something, letting us know that this is going to be a very deep conversation. "I'm dying."
And I'm here to redeem my soul.
Do you wish to confess?
Yes. My body's dying. But my soul definitely needs some help.
We start to get a glimpse into what type of character Tommy is as he tells us his body is dying, but his soul needs saving while he takes a swig of his whiskey in the church.
Okay, Tommy. Go on.
I don't even know where to start, Father. I did everything that I had to do to serve and protect my country.
What do you do?
I'm basically an assassin for the government, Father. I resigned this morning.
Start from whatever comes to mind.
Very well. Well, I killed about 137 people. Between terrorists, domestic terrorists, criminals, and foreign politicians.
Tommy obviously trusts and respects the priest a lot as he opens up by telling him he's an assassin for the government and he's killed about 137 people. He also lets us know that he just resigned from this position, so maybe this conversation and this confession is something of a start of a new chapter in Tommy's mind.
And by reading by the reports, I really knew that they were bad people. That they killed or were planning to kill. So I feel no regrets for what I did. And I always felt that my real vocation was to take these people to God to be judged by Him.
So after telling us what he actually did in the past, Tommy goes on to excuse himself from the sins or from any type of feeling bad for what he did because they were bad people. So it's almost as though it starts to feel like he's coming to the Father just to get reassurance that he's not a bad person for killing these 137 people. So as I'm watching Enzo Zelocchi speak, I'm really thinking of what a unique and commanding presence he has. And it's making me think of other famous actors such as Brad Pitt and Christian Bale and Johnny Depp, who really command the audience's attention every time they speak.
I feel so lost, God. I feel so lost. A lonely life. And quite frankly, we have a few politicians here in London. They should be executed for treason, in my opinion.
So he goes on to tell us that even though he basically excuses himself from feeling bad about the murders, that he feels lost in life and seems a little bit unsure of where to go. So it's kind of an interesting contrast between his confidence and his certainty with this loss and confusion that he's feeling right now.
Tommy, we don't choose our path. God creates our paths and gives us free will to do the right thing or not. That's where the devil comes in. I think your heart's in the right place.
So the Father goes on to tell us that we don't choose our own paths. It's given to us by God. And he really hits home with the statement saying to Tommy, I think your heart's in the right place. For me, this is where he excuses Tommy from feeling any underlying guilt for anything that he might have been feeling that he was sort of trying to hide from himself. This is where the Father really uses his power and his influence to excuse Tommy of any wrongdoing.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
After the Father finishes what he has to say, Tommy sincerely says, thank you, Father. And you can really see that this few words that have been given from the priest really help Tommy to feel more sure that he's in a good space and that he hasn't done anything wrong and doesn't need to hold on to any guilt from his actions. So from this short but powerful, almost 4-minute scene starring Enzo Zelocchi, I think we can get to know a lot about the depth of his character and the different emotions he's able to arouse in the viewer in just a short period of time with his commanding presence and his succinct dialogue. So I really feel excited about what's to come for Enzo Zelocchi in the future, and I'll be closely watching his transformation and his evolution as an actor.